Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're doing another installment of my massive lip color declutter. Lip color, lip product declutter. We're on the color family of pink, and as before, oh yeah, we got another overflowing basket of products to go through. I have not counted these up because I just sifted through them, put them in, I'll count them as I go, and we will see what we see and keep what we keep. We'll donate what we can donate. Anything that has not yet been used is automatically going to go into the donate category, and then we'll decide what is going to be a keep, what is going to be a declutter to be rehomed to friends and family, and what is going to go into the chopping block section to see if it's something that I want to keep or want to pass along. A quick note, and I apologize in advance, my hands, the backs of them look a little gnarly. I was doing laundry the other day and I noticed, like, have you ever looked inside of the lint trap? Because I pulled the little thing out and cleaned it off, and for some reason when I was putting it back in, I just saw something, and so I like pushed the little door down, and there was so much lint in there, and it totally freaked me out. I don't have one of those special like brush things, so I was trying to reach in there, and I didn't realize that I was scraping up the backs of my hands so badly, so I'm so sorry. I know we're going to be doing close-ups, and I apologize in advance, but forewarned. All right, let's go ahead, turn the camera down, dump all this out, and we will go ahead and we will get started. All right, my friends, here we have the massive, massive container that has all of my, hopefully all of my pinks. Like I mentioned with the purples, there is probably going to be some crossover with, once I start swatching them, be thinking that they probably didn't belong in the pinks category, but that's fine. We'll just roll with it. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this out, and then I'm going to pick through all of it to find anything that has not yet been used, and that way I can just automatically pull it to the side so that it can go into the donation bin. Okay, so 19 have been pulled aside that are ready for donation because they have not yet been used at all. They're still in original packaging, things like that. So 19 down, about 1 million to go. Let's get swatching. All right, here we have the first 15 swatches. So let's start here at the top. This is from Too Faced. This is in the shade Pink Chocolate. This is incredibly old. They don't make this anymore, but I really do love this shade. In addition to that, this right here from Sephora. I never know what the actual names are because they never print them on there, but this is L15. Again, this is, I don't think they make this formula anymore, which is such a shame because it's absolutely beautiful. It goes on just very kind of on the sheerer side, but it's very hydrating and very glossy, and I really like it. So that is definitely staying around. One that I think I am going to be letting go of though is this one here from Flower Beauty. It's really pretty, but honestly these shades are very, very similar, and I just like the way that this applied better. So this is in the shade Pink Dust, and unfortunately it is going to be decluttered. Here we have this from Bare Minerals. This is in the shade Bloom, and I love this. Again, it's very beautiful. It applied really nicely. This is going to be in the keep pile. This next swatch here is from number 7. This is in the shade Sweet Plum. I don't like this, and it had kind of a funky scent, so I think this is actually going to go into the garbage because I don't feel comfortable passing along something that does not smell properly. Next to it, this is from KVD. This is a formula that again is not being made anymore. It is in the shade Double Dare. I like it, but it might be too similar to this right here. So this is going to stay in my chopping block section so that I can kind of compare it, see which one I like better. We also have this right here. This is in the shade Living. This is from Tarte. This is one of their Quench shades, or from their Quench line rather. And again, this is something that I don't know that they make it anymore, but I do like it, so it is going to stay in the chopping block section. Next to it we have from Marc Jacobs Beauty. This is in the shade Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. You guys know I tried to pan this in 2019, 2020, something like that. Didn't get very far. I think it was 2019 because I was wearing it at work and I stopped working early in 2020. But nevertheless, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let go of this one. It had a really good run, but also a shade that I attempted to pan is this right here. This is Neutral Rose from Bobbi Brown. Contrastingly, I do really enjoy this lip color and this formula, so it is actually gonna stick around, and perhaps I will pan it again in the future. This right here though is pretty similar, just a shade darker, and I really do not need both. This right here is C211 from Makeup Forever, so this I will go ahead and pass along. Behind it from Bare Minerals, this is in the shade Heaven. Again, this is a really easy to wear type of color. It has a nice sheer formula, so we are gonna go ahead and put this in the chopping block section, only because I don't remember how this looks on my lips, and I just wanna make sure that it flatters me. Behind it we have from Melt. This is in the shade Old Rose. I actually really adore this color and this formula, and it is a little bit on kind of the cooler tone side of things, so I am gonna go ahead and hold on to that. Unfortunately, I am gonna go ahead and get rid of this here. This is Almond Rose from Maybelline. I love Maybelline lipsticks, you guys know that, but again, I can't keep everything that's exactly the same, and I know that this is an older product in my collection, so I am gonna go ahead and declutter that one. This is from Juvia's Place. This is in the shade Kebby. This is a newer product to my collection, and I absolutely love it, so it is definitely staying. And then finally back here from NYX, we have one of their butter lipsticks. This is in the shade Sweet Tart, and I just don't think that this is a color that I will get really any use out of, so I am gonna go ahead and declutter this one right here. Here we have the next 15 swatches. The first one comes to us from Avon. It is in the shade Koi Copper. This has gotten a ton of use, but it is super duper old, so I am gonna go ahead and declutter it, unfortunately, into the garbage bin, because it is just like 8 years old. I mean, it's forever old. There's no sense in keeping it. The one next to it, which is almost the same shade, is Magic from KVD. I'm really on the fence about this one. I think I'm gonna keep it in my chopping block section because it was on the dry side, but I like the color, so we're gonna put that in the chopping block section. Next to it, we have from NYX. This is in the shade Bling Bling. Again, this is a discontinued formula, and it's from their Black Label lipsticks. I really do enjoy this formula and this color a lot, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in the chopping block section as well. Behind it is from Milk. This is in the shade Deuces. I absolutely love this so much. This is really nice, so I am gonna go ahead and hold on to it. This is from YSL. It is in a shade that I cannot pronounce, and I don't think that I like it. It is on the sheerer side, but that is just such a bright pink, and it is blue based. I just don't think it's going to flatter me, and there's no sense in holding on to it. Ooh, I'm so on the fence. This is Marc Jacobs Slow Burn. This is like iconic, but it is not something that I need, and I need to just go ahead and part with it because I cannot keep everything. This shade is from Butter London. It is in the shade Loved Up, and I do love it up. This is absolutely beautiful. The formula is wonderful. I really like it a lot, so it is staying. Behind it is from NYX. This is one of their Velvet Mattes. It is in the shade Soft Femme, I think. It's VMLS06. It is very dry. It is very dry. So we are gonna go ahead and declutter it. We also have from Bobbi Brown. This is in the shade Tool. absolutely love it. It is so stinking beautiful. The formula is really nice. Absolutely holding on to this one here. This is from Ulta Beauty, and I, to be quite honest, don't like this color on me. It gives me concealer lips. However, I am going to go ahead and hold on to it because I found that this is a really good mixing lipstick. So if there's a shade that I put on that's just darker than what I was anticipating, or that kind of clashes with the look that I'm wearing, I can usually put a little bit of this in with it, and it helps to kind of lighten it up a little bit. So for the moment, this is gonna go in my chopping block section because I do have a use for it, even though on its own, I don't like the color. Behind it is from ColourPop. This is in the shade Tea Time. I really love this so much. And the ColourPop formula in general, I think, is really good. This is from Lipstick Queen. It is in the shade Jean Queen. This is a very sheer formula. I found that with, I think, all of the Lipstick Queen lipsticks that I own, and I just don't ever reach for it. Even though I think of all the ones that I purchased, this one is the most flattering on me. I just don't see myself using it, so I want to pass it along to somebody who can get more use out of it. This is a mini from Pat McGrath. It is in the shade Omi, and I really like it, so it's gonna stick around, and it's small enough that I can probably pan. This is from MAC. This is one of their luster finishes. It is in the shade Lustering. And I do like this. It is on the sheerer side, and I think it's actually very flattering on my skin, so I'm gonna hold on to it as well. And then this one here in the back, while it makes me very sad to do so, I am gonna go ahead and declutter this. It makes me sad because this was part of the gift that my husband got me when we got married. It was a whole set that had a perfume and a makeup bag full of just stuff that was a gift with purchase. But it's sentimental. I will never use this. It's just not a flattering shade on me. So sadly, I am gonna go ahead and declutter this. This is from Lancome, and it is in the shade Intense Fuchsia. Next 15 swatches. The first one here at the top is from Bare Minerals. It's an XOX, and I absolutely adore this. It is so flippin' pretty. The formula is really nice. It's very comfortable. Such underrated lipsticks. So nice. This one right here I'm gonna put in my chopping block section. This is from Pretty Vulgar. It is in the shade Bury Them With a Smile. I think that's what it's called. Or maybe it's called Backstab. I think the shade is actually Backstabber, but the lipstick itself is Bury Them With a Smile. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I really like this color, but it is drier, so we are gonna put that in the chopping block section. These two shades, very similar, kind of similar formula. They're both on the more kind of glossy side. This first one is Spicy Mauve. This is Maybelline. Yes, this is Maybelline. I think I like it. I'm not sure. It's gonna go into my chopping block section. The one though that I'm really on the fence about is this one right here. This is from Lancome. This is Kiss Smile Shine. Again, this is one that I have attempted to pan. I don't think I'm going to keep it. I initially, when I did the swatch, thought I was gonna put it into my chopping block, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. I rarely reached for it during that project. I haven't reached for it since. This is kind of a wild color. This is from Fenty. This is Candy Venom. I love the Fenty formula. I love the Fenty Mademoiselle lip colors. I'm putting it in my chopping block because I don't remember what this looks like on my face. This is from ColourPop. It is in the shade Ghosted, and I love this. I love my ColourPop. I'm sorry, I do. And then behind it is from ColourPop as well. This is from their original Disney collection. This is in the shade Belle. Absolutely holding on to this. The one behind it though, this is from KVD. This is in the shade Lovecraft. I have spoken about this one before. I sought this out because I got a sample of it and I loved it so much. And again, I still really enjoy the color. However, it is so dry and swatched right next to Belle, which is kind of similar, pretty similar in color. I just prefer this formula so much more than the KVD one, so the KVD one is actually going to be decluttered, which is shocking to me. This one here is from number 7. This is in the shade Sweet Copper, and I really love the way this swatch looks, but I can't remember what this looks like on, so this is gonna go into my chopping block. This right here is from Laura Mercier. It is in the shade Sensual. I am pretty sure I like this. I, again, haven't used it in a really long time, so I can't fully remember, so it is also gonna go into my chopping block. This shade right here is from Kiko Milano. It is in the shade 02. It's just a mini of their Powder Power mini lipstick. And it's definitely much more purple than I was anticipating. I don't, again, remember what it looks like, so that is gonna go into my chopping block. This right here is from Bite Beauty. I love their Amuse-Bouche formula. I would love to try one of their new ones that's coming out, but as you can see from this series of videos, I don't need to. This is in the shade Sweet Cream, and I'm definitely keeping it. That's something that I can pan. Behind it though this is one of their multi-sticks. It's in the shade Papaya. I love the color. I do. I really love the color. I don't enjoy this formula. I don't. I feel like it gets gritty on my lips, and I think it's too stiff for me personally to use as a cheek color. So this is gonna get decluttered. This one here I have 2 of, and I don't like either of them. I mean, they're the same, so why would I? Anyway, this is NARS Orgasm. It does not look good on me. Nothing from the Orgasm collection looks good on me. It is not a flattering shade. It's got big chunks of glitter in it. Both of these are being decluttered. And then finally, the very last one is from Clinique. This is one of their, it's from their Pop collection. I don't know, it's Bear Pop. And I do like this quite a bit, so this I am going to be keeping. Okay, starting at the top here, this is a private label brand. It has no sticker on it or anything. This is the lipstick that I wore when I got married, and I will keep it until the end of time. Even if I never wear it again, or it spoils, or something crazy happens with it, I will keep it until the end of time. So that's going in the keep pile. Right next to it is from Ilia. This is in the shade Wild Aster. I love this. It is so nice. It is a gorgeous color. The formula is fantastic. Definitely, definitely keeping. Also, even though I realize the color is very, very similar, I'm keeping my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I have another one a little bit later. This is Bond Girl. Beautiful, keeping it. Behind it is from Mellow Cosmetics. This is in the shade Nude. It's really pretty. I am not saying that it isn't pretty, that the formula isn't nice, but as I said earlier, I can't keep everything, and it's very similar to other shades that I've already decided to keep. So unfortunately, Mellow Cosmetics is going to be decluttered. After that, I have Oasis from ColourPop, which I'm keeping because I love my ColourPop lipsticks. Also, I'm going to be hanging on to Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker in Pommy Girl. I have worn this in videos. You guys have seen me wear this. I really enjoy it. I don't think they make it anymore, which is super sad because it's really pretty. This is from Essence. This is in the shade Cool Nude, and for me, it's just a little too cool, and I don't like the way that it looks, so we are gonna go ahead and declutter that. Yep, another ColourPop. This is ColourPop Scorpio Moon. However, this is the exception I'm making. I am gonna go ahead and declutter this because it is such a disappointment. It is so beautiful. This color, absolutely wonderful. I love it so much. It stains the most weird fuchsia sort of, I mean, it's bizarre. So yeah, the way that it fades and the way that it stains is just not cute. So that is actually going to be decluttered, which is sad because I like it. This is Sugar Daddy from Too Faced, and again, I know this is crazy old and they don't make this anymore, but I really enjoy this color and this formula, so I am going to go ahead and hold on to it. I'm also going to go ahead and hold on to Cabana Boy from Tarte. This is such a beautiful color, and it's very similar to the one that I just decluttered from ColourPop, but it doesn't have that weird stain fade issue. This is from Bite. It is another one of their multi-sticks. This one is in the shade Cashew. Not keeping it. I don't really like this formula. This one though, I love. This color is so much fun. It's kind of like a strawberry raspberry sort of shade. This is from Kiko Milano. This is from their Unexpected Paradise line. It's in the shade 07, and I'm definitely holding on to it. I really, really like that a lot. As I said, I'm holding on to my Charlotte Tilbury's. This is in the shade Very Victoria. It is a little bit cooler, but I really do enjoy this. We have a ColourPop. This is in Still Crazy. Really enjoy it. And then back here we have from Marc Jacobs. This is in the shade Infamous. Very, very similar here. So since I've already chosen to keep the ColourPop, we are going to go ahead and declutter Marc Jacobs here. Okay, rounding out my bullet lipsticks, we have from Butter London. This is in the shade Delighted. I don't think this shade of pink is going to be very flattering on me, so we are going to go ahead and declutter that one. This is from Milk in the shade Cream. Again, love this formula, love this color. This is from Tom Ford. It is the only Tom Ford item that I own, and I'm keeping it because I am ridiculous like that. This is from Stila. This is in the shade Mon Ami. I don't need it. It's too similar to some other things that I have kept. We have, this is from MAC. This is in the shade Set to Sizzle, and I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's very flattering, very easy to wear. Totally keeping it. This is from Too Faced. This is one of their peach, Sex on the Peach lipsticks. I don't remember how I feel about that, and it could run a little dark, so I am gonna put it in my chopping block section. This is a mini from Bare Minerals in the shade Crave. Interestingly, it came in the same holiday pack as this shade right here, which is in the shade Tutu. They both look incredibly similar. I really do like this formula, so I'm gonna put them both in the chopping block section to see which one I like better, because even though they slightly vary here, I don't know on the lips if they pull any different, so those are gonna go into the chopping block. This is from Kiko Milano. This is in the shade 01. I really do like this, so it is going to stick around. And then behind it, this one right here from Laura Geller. This is in the shade Chocolate Raspberry. I really like it as well, so I am going to keep it. This is from Bite Beauty. This is in the shade Orchard. Again, it's a blue-based pink that I'm just not super into. This is Pepper from Bite Beauty. I do really like it, and I'm pretty sure I can pan it. This one here is Fig, also from Bite Beauty. I don't remember what this shade looks like on me, so it's gonna go into my chopping block. Then finally, this back here is in the shade Naturally Darling from Buxom. And I don't remember how I feel about this either, so this is gonna go into my chopping block. All right, these are all of my sort of crayon style lip colors. So the first one here, you probably can't even see at all. This is Spellbound. This is by NARS. Not keeping that because it's kind of a frosty, shimmery sort of color, and it really doesn't show up. I just don't feel like that would be flattering on me. This right here, also from NARS, I will not try to pronounce because I can't. But this is pretty. I will hold on to that one. This one here is from Julep. This is in the shade Vintage. I really like that one a lot, so I'm gonna hold on to it as well. You guys know I enjoy my lip lingeries, so this one is in the shade Delight. I will be holding on to that one. This one is in the shade Wonder. Again, I enjoy these, so I will be holding on to it. This here is from Maybelline. This is one of their Super Stay ink crayons. This one is in the shade Enjoy the View. I like these. I will be holding on to it. Then we have, this is Lacy. Again, it's one of the lippy lingeries. I do like them. This has already gotten a fair amount of use. This is Dolce Vita from NARS. We'll be holding on to that one. This one here is a dual-ended. These are bullet lipsticks. I didn't realize that this had gotten mixed in with those. So these are the two shades in it. You have one side is Nikki Beach. The other side is BB. I don't need either of these, so I am gonna go ahead and declutter that. Let's talk lip glosses. I know from the jump that I am gonna go ahead and declutter these three right here. This one is from Bare Minerals. Firstly, it's super duper old. Secondly, it's a thick gloopy formula that I am just not a big fan of. And then these both here are from Buxom. I didn't even realize this one hasn't been used at all. This one's in the shade Mudslide. And then we also have Hot Toddy. I spoke about this in previous videos. I do not enjoy the Buxom formula. No, I take that back. I do not enjoy plumping lip glosses. The Buxom formula itself is nice, and it's probably one of the lesser objectionable lip plumpers for me. But at the end of the day, I've got a lot of lip glosses that I do enjoy, so I'm not gonna hang on to ones that I just don't. So these are going to go. All right, so here we have the first round of lip gloss swatches. The first one here is from Marc Jacobs. This is in the shade Hot, Hot, Hot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my chopping block section because while I do like the color on my arm, it is a very pigmented gloss and I do not remember how it looks or how well it wears, things like that. So I do enjoy the Marc Jacobs lip gloss formula. However, I need to see how the color works for me. I'm also gonna put this one in my chopping block section. I purchased this on a bachelorette weekend when I was in Miami. This is from L'Oreal. This is their Lip Dew. It's their Havana collection in collaboration with Camila Cabello. And I don't remember how I feel about this. This right here is from Essence. This is from their XXL Shine lip gloss. I absolutely love this formula. I think this is really pretty. I am gonna go ahead and hold on to it. Next to it, ooh, I don't know, man. This is from Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Snobby. I'm gonna have to put this in my chopping block section because this is super glittery and it's got some just interesting colored, no, you know what? I'm just gonna declutter it. Even in talking about it, I don't feel like I want to wear it. So we're gonna declutter that. This one is from Hourglass. This is in the shade Sublime. I really like that color and I feel like I can pan that, so we'll keep it. This right here is from Benefit. It is their Punch Pop in the shade Cherry Pop. Again, I don't remember, I know I've used this, but I just don't remember how I feel about it. I don't remember how it wears or anything like that, so it's gonna go in my chopping block section. This is a keeper. This came from the same set that my husband gave me when we got married. So just like the lipstick, I will keep it forever and ever. Although this is one that I could probably see myself using, provided that it isn't grody because, you know, it's old. This I'm absolutely decluttering. The color is gorgeous. I love this color so, so much. I hate the scent. I really hate the scent of this. This is from Too Faced. This is from their original Sweet Peach lip gloss launch. I hate the scent and it sticks around for a long time. I should have gotten rid of that a long time ago. Ooh, NARS lip gloss. Don't remember what this looks like on me. I know I said earlier that nothing from the Orgasm line looks good on me. We're gonna put this in the chopping block because I don't remember what it looks like on, but it could be going. Whoa. This is gonna be decluttered. This is from Butter London. This is their lip gloss in the shade Calypso Coral. It's just too thick and too gloopy. It's really pretty. I love the color, but I mean, you can even see it's glooping up on my arm. Just no. And then finally from CoverGirl, we have a lip gloss in the shade Candylicious. Again, I don't really remember anything about this, so we're gonna put it in my chopping block section. round of glosses. This is from ColourPop. This is the Ultra Glossy Lip in Fairy Me. I really like that. That is so pretty. Also, this one right here from ColourPop. This is from the original Disney Designer Collection. This is in the shade Boo. Really beautiful. I know, they're very, very similar. I don't care. They're really pretty. And while we're on that topic, this one here from ABH in the shade Vintage. Also really pretty and definitely keeping. The fourth one here, this is from Bang Beauty. This is in the shade Spice. That one I am going to go ahead and pass along because I just kept 3 that were basically identical to it. I'm also going to be passing along this one here from Wet n Wild. This is their Color Icon Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Very Well Red, and it's pretty, but I also, in my previous round of swatches, kept 2 lip glosses that were very, very similar, and I gotta draw a line somewhere, even if it's arbitrary. I don't know. All right, so the next shade here, this is from the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade collection, and it is in the shade Peach Tea, and I really like it as well. This is a lip gloss from MAC Cosmetics. This is in the shade Would Rather Lounge. Very pretty, holding on to it. This is from Tarte. This is their H2O gloss. This is in the shade Hang 10. Yeah, I'm keeping it, and honestly, everything else you see on my arm because I'm weak. So the next 4 swatches right here are my Fenty Gloss Bomb collection. This one here is the shade Sweet Mouth. This one here is the shade Cheeky. This one here is the shade Fussy. This one here is the shade Pretty Please. And then this is from Bite Beauty. This is in the shade Rose Pearl. It's just really interesting, so I'm going to be holding on to it as well. Here is my first round of the liquid lipstick swatches. Before we get into them, I do have 2 that are sadly going to be decluttered. They are both from Julep. They are both completely dried up and unusable, so sadly, these are going to be going in the bin. Alright, so the first one here, this is from Ciate London. This is a liquid velvet. I actually love this formula, but I don't love this color. I feel like that would not be flattering on me at all, so I am going to go ahead and declutter that one. The one next to it is from ColourPop. This is one of their Ultra Blotted Lips. I don't remember how I feel about this formula at all. It has been discontinued from ColourPop, but it is going to go into my chopping block section. This is one of the Too Faced Melted Mattes. This is, I believe, from the I Love Candy or I Want Candy collection. This is in the shade Freshly Baked, and I do love this formula, so I am going to go ahead and hold on to it. This is from the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick collection. I don't think I need this. I don't really love the undertones of this particular pink, and I just don't feel like they would complement me well. This is from ColourPop as well, and it is surprisingly dark. So this is Tiny Chum from their Hello Kitty collection. This is gonna go into my chopping block. I don't know if, you know what, no it's not. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. I just don't feel like this is gonna be flattering for me. Next to it, we have from Revlon. This is one of their Color Stay Satin Inks. This is in the shade 01 Your Go-To, and this is gonna go into my chopping block. I really thought it was a different color pink when I purchased it. I know I've worn it once, but I can't really remember how I feel about it. This is Stila. This is one of their sale day liquid lipsticks in the shade Caramello. So kind of like one of the lipsticks from earlier, this by itself I don't feel like is the most flattering shade for me, but it's a good mixer for me. So I am going to go ahead and hold on to it. This one here from ColourPop, this is one of their Ultra Mattes. And it's either separating or spoiling or something, so this is going to be going into the garbage as well. This is in the shade Wild Nothing. We also have right here, this is from Rimmel London. This is their Stay Matte Liquid Lip in the shade Rosetto. I think that's the shade. No, just kidding. Pink Blink. There's something weird about this undertone, and this is older in my collection, so I feel like I am going to go ahead and just declutter this one. If I'm feeling unsure about it, then I'm probably not going to reach for it. This here is from Elizabeth Mott. Color is Bay. This is in the shade Moxie Mauve. And again, it's a blue base, which don't tend to look great on my skin when it comes to pinks. So I am going to go ahead and declutter that one. And I'm going to declutter this one here as well. This is Salvation Intense Lacquer in the shade Didn't I Tell You. I just don't see myself ever wearing that. Probably should have gone in with the lip glosses. And then this one back here is from Tartist. This is the lip paint in the shade Front Row. I'm going to put this in my chopping block section because I feel like this would be a nice fall color. Okay, round two. So here at the top, this is from the Sephora brand. This is in the shade 41, whatever that is. It never has the actual name on it. I feel like that is really dark. I feel like that's really dark. I'm gonna go ahead and, gosh, you know, I'm gonna put it in my, I'm gonna put this in my chopping block because it might be a nice fall or winter color. This is from Ciate London. This is one of their liquid velvets in the shade Head Over Heels, and I love this shade. Even though I know I've decluttered a lot that are those sort of blue-based pinks, this is deep enough that it does look nice on me. So I am gonna go ahead and hold on to that one. Sadly, I am gonna go ahead and declutter this one because I've had it for way too long. It is the last of my Pure Cosmetics Lip Luster. This one is in the shade Belle. It is going in the garbage because it's super duper duper old, but I really liked those a lot. This is from ABH. This is in the shade Allison. I'm also gonna put it in my chopping block because I wanna compare and see which of these two would be the winner if I were to put them head to head. So I am going to put that in my declutter pile to see which color and formula I prefer, if any of them. Whoops. This right here is from the Balm. This is Meet Matte Hues, and I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. I am going to go ahead and declutter it. Definitely going to declutter this. I never should have purchased this. This does not look good on me at all. This shade just does not look good with my coloring. I've worn it once. I hated it. I should have returned it, but I didn't. So we are going to declutter it. This is in the shade Sweet and Sour. This also came from the I Want Candy collection. This is from Cover FX. This one I just got, I think this year. I think it was a gift of purchase. It says it's in the shade Spice Cinnamon. At the time that I tried this on, I noted that this is not cinnamon. However, I do think that it is a nice color, so I am gonna put it in my chopping block section. I'm also gonna put this one here from Sydney Grace in my chopping block to see how I feel about it overall. This is more of a lip cream, so it's a very pigmented gloss, but I need to see if it moves around and things like that. I think the color is gorgeous, but I just don't know if it's one that I'm gonna hold on to. It is in the shade Elise. This is another of the Ultra Blotted Lips from ColourPop. It is also going to go into my chopping block because, as I've said with all of the other ones, since I felt the need to purchase about 1 million of them, I don't remember anything about them. So I do want to give them a try so that I know whether or not I want to keep any of them. This right here is from ColourPop. I don't remember what the formula is, but it's in the shade Frickin' Frack. I know that this is very, very, very old, and I've kept a couple of others that are similar in tone and color. So I am going to go ahead and declutter this one. I'm also going to go ahead and declutter this one from e.l.f. This is in the shade Praline. This is crazy dry and does not look good on my lips, so I should have decluttered this one a long time ago. We have another ColourPop. I think this one's in Ultra Satin. This is in Magic Wand. I'm going to put this in my chopping block because I feel like I used to really like this, but I don't remember. And then this is Marc Jacobs. This is in the shade Slow Burn. This is one of their La Marque cream lipsticks. I really like this formula. I have this one and hot chocolate, or hot cocoa, I think, and I absolutely love them. So I am going to hold on to that as well. Final round of liquid lipstick swatches. These two are going to be decluttered. I don't believe they've ever been used, but these are the Infallible Pro Matte Glosses. Not a gloss. Okay, so the first one is from Ciate London. This is one of their liquid velvets. This is in the shade Wonderland. I am going to go ahead and put this in my chopping block section because I'm not 100% sure on the color. I have another one of the Ultra Blotted Lips, just like the others. It is going to go in my chopping block section. This right here is from Giorgio Armani, and it's pretty, so I'm going to hold on to it. I think I can probably pan it. This one's going to go in my chopping block section as well. This is from L'Oreal. This is one of their infallible lip paints. This one is in the shade Nude Star. I totally bought this because of Tatalia, and I think she's changed her handle to Taylor Wynn these days, but she was obsessed with these for a while, so I totally went out and bought them, but I don't remember what I think about it, and it's going to go in my chopping block section for that reason. This is going to be a declutter and garbage. This is from Smashbox. This is the Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Driver's Seat, and it's completely dried up and not usable at all. This is from Buxom. This is one of their Vava Plumps. This is probably my favorite Buxom liquid lipstick or gloss or whatever formula. This is in the shade Come Dolly, and I'm totally going to keep it because I like it. This is one of the Too Faced Melted Matte. Again, absolutely awesome formula. It is in the shade Sellout, and I do like it, so I am going to keep it. This, though, is a little mini from the Sephora House brand, and it is the shade 40. I don't think that is going to be very flattering on me. It's just too grayish. I'm also going to be decluttering this from Bare Minerals. This is one of their Gen Nude. I guess it's a gloss in the shade Everything. I just have a feeling that that's going to be sticky and gloopy and kind of messy, so we're going to declutter it. I have no idea what shade this is from Smashbox because it's not on here anywhere, but it's pretty. Although I don't know how well it's going to wear. I don't know what formula this is. I know nothing about it, so it's going to go in my chopping block. This is from Too Faced. This is their Melted Matte. This was in a Christmas set a couple of years ago. It's in the shade Sugar Cookie, and I really like it. I was actually surprised because it's awfully pale, but I like it quite a lot. I am gonna go ahead and declutter Fig from Too Faced. I'm sorry, this one's not Fig. This is Chihuahua. It's old. It's very old. So we're gonna go ahead and declutter it. Based on the tube, I really thought I was gonna be decluttering this from Smashbox. This is in the shade Metallic. No, that's the formula. This is the Metallic Matte Vino Noir, maybe? It's a metallic. You guys know I'm not a fan. But that is really pretty on my arm, so it's gonna go into my chopping block to see if it's pretty on my lips or not. And then finally, this one on the end is one of ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lips in the shade Beeper, and again, it's just too dark and grayish for my personal taste at the moment, so we are gonna go ahead and declutter that one as well. All right, my friends, so that was a lot of swatching. I look a little bit different because it's actually been a few hours since I started this process. Had to take a break in the middle, get the kids up, give them lunch, things like that. So now it is actually in the afternoon, so I look a little bit different. But let's go ahead and talk numbers because I did not do as well in this category as I've done in the previous two. So let's talk about it. We started out with a whopping 176 lip products just in my pink category alone. Crazy. Okay, so I am keeping 62. I know that's a lot. It is a lot. I'm sure at some point I will try to pare that down, but that is what it is. That is what it is. I am putting 36 into my chopping block category. Still a lot, I know, but it's progress. It's progress, guys. That is what we are going to focus on, is that it's progress, because that means I am decluttering 78 lip products from my collection. And I feel like that is really good. So let me know what you think. If you have enjoyed this video, please let me know down below. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you are having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.